Your sister, shall we give it to the kid? Put it in. Pause for a second.
Okay.
So I can talk to you.
Oh,
okay, never mind.
I'm almost done here. So what I'm going to do is I'm moving it along the countertop because it's way too heavy for me to carry, and I don't have that much back strength to hold it. So I'm put it on two or three or something around there, something closer under, and then I will get the lid over here. Put that on. It's gonna simmer for a while. Gonna want it to simmer for like 4 hours. What I do is I scoot it along the counter. Scoot the hot pan along the counter. Hot counter. Because if you put it on your legs, then it'll burn your skin. You don't want that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour the beans, because this container is too small for the amount of beans that I put in there. So put the lid on the countertop, on the cooktop, and then get the handles here. And here's what the beans look like. They transfer in the pot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the countertop.
You still need to add hot water.
Right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the countertop to bring the hot, because this is hot now. This pan is hot now because, or this pot is hot now because it has the hot water in it. And then I'm going to move it over to the oven. And I'm going to put more hot water in the pot. Okay, pretty hot. Everything okay, honey? One more stuff in there. Probably about 32 ounces. Okay.
You can probably raise it to 4.
I'm going to put the lid on so it's open a little bit so that the air can escape. And then I'm going to put the dial to 4, which is a little over 1/3 of dial turn. And this can run for about 4 hours. And I'll show you what the beans look like whenever they get close to being cooked, whenever they get close to being ready. It's not simmering right now. I would really like it to be simmering. And whenever I say simmering, then I mean it. I'm saying that it's bubble. It should be bubbling, but it's not bubbling right now, which I think helps the cooking process. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bean here, and you see those beans, they don't have a crack in them. Whenever they're all done cooking, then you'll see the beans will have a little crack in them. These don't, so they're not done cooking. And another thing, whenever they're done cooking, you should be able to squeeze them, and they should almost squeeze like refried beans. They should smush. If they don't smush, they're hard, still hard as a rock. So it takes a lot of squeezing to get them to get squashed. So hopefully in a few hours, whenever we're done cooking this, then the beans will be ready. They'll be squashable, and I'll show you what they look like when they're squashable by hand. Squeeze your hands together, pinch your hands together, you should be able to squash them. Now we're looking at the beans, seeing how they look. Oh, yeah. See that little boil? That's good. That's what it should be showing, is a little bit of boiling. Should have the water boiling a little bit. Alejandro's cranked it up a little bit to 5. But we are getting close to the 4 hours that you're supposed to put the needs to cook at. So I'm going to test these beans to see if they're ready. You see how they're cracked a little bit? That means they got cooked on the inside. They start to get cooked on the inside. And these beans are going to be hot. So I'm going to be, they're really hot. Let's see this one right here. See if I can squeeze that. Yeah. So I can squeeze it and smash it. Squish it. So these beans are probably close to being ready and being done. So what we can do is we can turn this pot off if we want to. But I will see what my wife says about it. lid on for a little bit longer.
Video 108. Husband is losing head, filming everything he encounters in his life.
Put this in the wrap.
No.
Because they're squash, you can squash them, and they aren't all rock hard.
You should have given it to one of your kids.
Squash it, and it's all soft, and it needs to go to Villanova. Get one for Trouble too. Trouble, you want to squash bean?
Okay, so let's do it.
This one squashes pretty easily from my tummy. Okay. And you want to take your shirt off if you can for this procedure, because all the juice is coming out and being all sticky and splashing.
Make sure they're not hot because you're gonna burn yourself.
Yeah, make sure the beans are not hot. Otherwise you're gonna ooh, look at the beans. Look at all those beans, man. That'll be enough for
A week.
whoops. And there we are. And my wife didn't give me a hard time at all on this procedure.
Is that the end?
I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and then it'll be at the end.
I think people know how to put it and stuff on the refrigerator.
No, never seen that. Okay. Very heavy. These beans are very heavy.
Yeah, so force it in there.
Force it in, yeah. If it doesn't work, force it. Alright?